The ladder report. Top 10 players in SOLOQ. Number 1 player is Echo Damo Wang. Have you both played against this person, this gentleman? Because it seems like no one knows who he is.
Did he name change? Who is this?
I haven't heard of him, but I did play against him like a couple days ago, where he actually carried super hard on jungle Echo. I'm like I was surprised by how good this guy was. Like
Electrocute or Dark Harvest?
I think he had Dark Harvest. That's what I usually see. Like on Echoes, I think it's Dark Harvest. But like he was surprisingly hitting like every W, he just had some good combos. I can just tell.
Okay.
So I was surprised by this guy. He had like 20 kills randomly against a jungle main on my team. So I was surprised like what was going on. But he was good. He's like, I looked him up. He was rank 1. I was surprised. I'm like, I've never seen this guy before, but I guess Echo's that OP. So
yeah, like what is this? Just out of nowhere, people can just come out and be amazing. That no, should this guy be on the team playing Echo Jungle? Like, what is? Yeah, I guess it's just a broken pick.
I think that's who you call a good one trick. You know?
Yeah, he's got like 60% win rate.
Yeah. Like his champ, yes, it's OP, but like you can't just say his champ's OP. Like because he's obviously like good at his champ. You know, it's OP and he's good at.
And he's one tricking something that's useful too, right?
Yeah,
like it's not like, oh, I'm a one trick. I don't know, like a new jungle. That's like you're not really doing that much.
Yeah, I don't think a new jungle will get rank 1. You know, but an Echo jungle I can see like pull off.
Yeah,
20
that
kills,
would be the
25.
day. Number 2, Stay Calm 1, which is Ruin, CLG's Ruin. 79% of his games are on Rumble with a 64% win rate. Any experience against this player, guys?
I actually think Ruin is one of the best tops. But like, I think this guy is so good. I think.
Well, it's almost impossible to tell how good anyone is on CLG right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
On CLG, no one's good right now. But Ruin in SOLOQ, he's really good. And I think like this makes sense that he's at the top right now. He's good at the champs he plays, like, you know, Rumble, Lucian, these aggressive champs, you know, that can push in. So I think I'm not surprised that he's at the top.
Do you think, has he been doing with Wiggly? Is that the key, or just soloing?
No, he just solos. He solos, and like he can solo carry games if he's on his champs that he's comfortable on, and he's good at them. So
all right,
this makes sense to me.
Number 3, we've got an ADC. We've got C9's Ven playing mostly Aphelios, 68% win rate, and 68% of his champions are Aphelios with a 58% win rate. Shouldn't you be playing this, Saber? I mean, this guy's clearly doing it.
Dude, honestly,
it's pretty insane. I think Sven plays really well in SOLOQ, like super clean, and then does his job, and then sometimes does more than his job, and then all of a sudden he has 15 kills. And
I don't think it's an Aphelios thing, you know.
Like he's just playing really well right now.
Yeah, he's just that good, you know. Like every game I see him, he's like 30, 40 CS up. It's like I look at the score, I look at the time. It's like 10 minutes in. I click tab. It just makes no sense.
He feels like a robot, just always doing the right thing and somehow getting ahead of the opponent.
Exactly.
Yeah, very mechanical guy. Number 4, somebody that's a returning cast member of the top 10 from Iron. That's Core JJ, the support from Team Liquid. 66% of his games are Thresh with a 57% win rate. Is that the best support for SOLOQ? I think so. Where do you guys stand on that?
I have not played with Core JJ recently, but I think his playstyle is really well suited to SOLOQ, right? Isn't it like win bot and then roam mid and win mid, right? And then it's just all over from there.
I think playing Thresh, it's really easy to climb right now when you're duo with an AD or like a mid laner, and that's what like Core JJ does a lot. Obviously, he's like so good.
Yeah.
But like if you're duo with an AD, you're always winning your lane. You're like, you know, if you're good. He's good, obviously. Like you're gonna win lane with a duo AD.
Okay.
And duo mid, you're just gonna roll mid, give them prio. They'll do the same thing for you. They'll combat, dive, whatever it is. So I think
Lantern is amazing in SOLOQ. Yeah. It might just be the most amazing skill for SOLOQ.
Yeah. And Thresh is an easy like champ to set up ganks for.
Yeah.
Dives, everything.
As long as you have the mechanical ability, I think Thresh is just like super insane, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, number 5, we've got Smoothie, another player from CLG. So looks like, I mean, CLG is definitely putting in work somewhere here. 60% of their games, of his games, are Nautilus, and 58% win rate. Same thing here, I guess, for Smoothie, right? Insane player in SOLOQ, but not figuring out on the team.
Yeah, Smoothie's obviously everyone knows he's good.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on, but he's pulling numbers on the ladder, you know.
Right.
So,
Counts for something.
yeah. So I mean, it's the same story. He duos with mid. I don't know about mid. I see him more duo with like Stixxay, like ADs. But it's like the same thing. It's hard to lose lane when you're duo with as support. Like you need duo as support. I feel you can't win games if you're not duo. So games are like.
Do you feel that about supports as well? I
It's
mean, you're
pretty-
nodding
it's pretty
there.
doomed. I mean, you got like autofill top laner playing like support. It's kind of like forfeit lane immediately,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Oh, question then. If what support you got an autofill player, what support do you want?
Oh, if they're autofill,
Right,
just
if
give me
you're
Nautilus,
an
dude.
AD,
Leona.
And,
It's
and
like
let's
minimal
say
brain
not and
necessary
Leona
needed.
are not in. Not and Leona are not in. Those
What?
easy ones. You got an autofill support. What do you?
Jesus,
And they have to
dude,
blind it.
I'm-
They have to
I'm
blind it.
dodging or something, dude. Like, what can you pick? Is you want to give him something that's super simple? Okay, maybe like
Morgana?
that's too hard. Like Black Shield actually acquires, dude. That's a skill shot, and you have Black Shield timing, and you have to know how to go in with your ulti with stopwatch. It's way too hard, right? Maybe like it sounds super troll, but like maybe Alistair. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head.
Blitzcrank just hit a hook.
I mean, there's a skill shot, right? There's a skill shot there.
Oh man, you
Yeah,
remind me of
it's-
this one
it's
player
tough.
that said he only played Soraka and Sona because that way he never missed a skill shot. He'd always get value from the healing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You just dodged, dude. Like Leona and Nautilus are probably open, to be honest. So
Okay. So Leona not. Otherwise, you guys are doomed.
yeah. I
Number
would say
6,
so.
Elise player. Most picked champion is Lee Sin, 54% win rate. 54% of the picks are Lee with 55% win rate. Do you guys know who this is? I have some suspicions.
Oh, that's Greg.
Yeah, that's great,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
Greg.
yeah,
It's Greg.
that's
But I think honestly, jungle's OP. So
you think the role's OP? I mean, it's always
I don't think the
it's
role's
been
OP.
stronger than this before, right?
Yeah.
This is not its peak.
I don't think the role's OP. Sorry, but I think Lee Sin's OP. I think Lee's OP. I think Elise is pretty strong. Well, not OP. They're strong. They're in a good spot right now, actually. But like they're stronger than other champs. You know.
Yeah.
Rek'Sai, Olaf, and I'm sure he plays all of them in SOLOQ. And if you're a jungler, same thing. Actually, any role, honestly. If you're duo, you're just gonna win. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, Greg's good.
Get those duos in. Okay. Number 7, TL Tactical. This is the AD for Team Liquid's Academy ADC, playing 60% of the games on Misfortune, 59% win rate. I am not seeing any Caitlyn's in this list, Saber. Are you
No,
not
Caitlyn
doing?
is
You're not
good.
doing yourself a favor here. Shouldn't you be playing these marksmen?
Dude, I don't
No,
see
I'm
Saber on
pretty
this
sure I'm
list. What's going
soft-hinting
on?
my team every time I pick Caitlyn, you know?
Dude,
Soft hinting.
but Miss MF is freaking busted. I feel like
Yeah.
if you pick Caitlyn with MF open, is that soft hinting?
That is soft-hinting. MF is considered
I
like
think
a... Well, it used to be considered like a soft counter to Caitlyn, because your Q bounce is like... When you Q bounce the range, meaning Caitlyn's always directly behind it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not a very good matchup.
So I think tactical duos a lot with Core JJ. I always see them doing.
Oh,
So they're just
cheating-
climbing together.
Cheating on double lift.
Ah.
Oh.
Cheating on Dolphs, yeah. So
Huh?
they're just climbing together. You know, they're always 2v5ing bot. They have good synergy actually.
Okay. Well, we're getting now to the player that I have been wanting to talk about all podcast long. Number 8, General Sniper, most picked champion, Riven, overall win rate 55%. Viper, tell us, who is this? Who is this player?
Yeah, who is this guy?
This General Sniper guy,
Yeah.
he's just a Riven player. You know, he's pretty
Okay.
decent. Nah, but General Sniper, he's my little brother. He's 13 years old. You know, he's still in elementary school, which is pretty crazy actually. You know, he's going into high school next year. So, wait, is it next year? Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's going next year.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
He's playing a lot of league. He's going to school, you know, elementary school. He doesn't have much homework, so he like, you know, the days where he doesn't have homework, he just runs back home right after school. Cause we live really close to school, right? To
Mhm.
his elementary school, we live really close to it, so he just, you know, walking back and forth. You're running, you know.
Oh
he
my
just
God,
wants
he
to
gets to
grind.
exercise too.
Yeah, he's in good shape right now. So he's just playing a lot of league. He's playing whenever he can during the weekdays. He's putting in like 3-4 games a day. Maybe not. Sometimes not at all. Like he's not playing at all, but he's playing a lot, you know. And
Is he trying to be a streamer? Is he trying to be a pro? Like, what's his goal here?
he's just playing to play right now. You know,
Nice.
he's streaming here and there, but he's not really. He's trying to get rank 1. You know, it's either he goes back to like masters or something, or like a low challenger or something, or like gets rank 1.
Okay.
So that's what he's aiming for. Once he gets rank 1, he'll start streaming again. But if he doesn't get it, he'll just go stream.
So he wants to offer something to the viewers to be like, I am at least rank 1. You can watch me because of this.
Like a 13-year-old rank 1. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You know? That's like a first ever thing. I feel like, you know, anyone would want to watch that.
I mean, dude, the
Is that a
world's
world
getting
record?
younger. There was a 7-year-old that just won a
World
Pokemon tournament. No
A
joke.
7-year-old?
7-year-old
Oh my
won the
God.
world Pokemon tournament against
Really?
grown ass men.
Wow.
You could watch the replay. The kid barely even comprehended what just happened. He was just out there having a good time playing
Wow.
Pokemon his whole life, and turns out he's the best in the world.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Oh man, I mean, it's up there with a Riven that is 13 years old going this far. Have you played against General Sniper there, Saber?
I just played with him right before our talk here. It is hard carried from top lane. He went like 13-2.
Whew. Dude, I love that when I get a Riven carrying. Just get a few kills and sit back and watch. Pop.
Yeah, he has a lot of people who have respect for him right now. He always tells me, you know, every time he has a Twitter right now, right? So every time someone big follows him, he messaged me first thing. He's like, yo, like Impact just followed me on Twitter. Like Solo just followed me on Twitter. It's like all these really good respected players. Like
Nice.
a lot of them follow him and like they respect him. They add him every
Yeah.
time someone adds him. He tells me, he's like, yo, dude,
That's sick.
I'm about to do it
That's
with
cute.
pants. I'm about to like.
Damn
it's,
it.
it's always like
This is the prodigy in the making. FlyQuest, sign that contract. Number 9, we've got EG Bay, which is Bang from Evil Geniuses. Again, he's playing Misfortune. I see a pattern here that someone is not abusing. 62% win rate on him. Thoughts on Bang? I mean, this is a guy that's won Worlds twice, and he's now in North America. Should he be amazing, or is he just naturally talented and doesn't need to put in that much effort?
I feel like SOLOQ is like slowly ruining some imported players, you know? Like you think that, if you bring a bunch of good players to NA, it'll make NA better, but I think it's the reverse. I think NA just makes them worse.
I
So-
agree, actually. If you take a look at all the imports that have ever come, tell me more than 3 that have become better than what they were before.
I mean, like none of them, right?
there's none.
Right?
actually.
There's
Even-
none. There's
even
not a
3, yeah.
single,
literally not
like,
even.
even Core JJ, like, he won Worlds before. Like, clearly, literally everyone gets worse.
I think one person I can actually look out is Impact. You know, I think Impact's like playing the exact same as he was before. Even
Yes,
like,
right.
you know, he's literally the same player. It hasn't changed. You know, you look back at his games, it's like the same Impact.
Right, that's
you know?
like the guy. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
one
the
guy
guy.
that's pulled through.
That's actually the one guy I can say that I could like. He just plays the exact same.
But he hasn't improved.
exactly. He's still
That's
the same.
true.
Hasn't
Right.
improved. Yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah.
So the odds are stacked against all imports here. And last one, I think you might have a better opinion of this one, Viper. Tony Top, most picked champion is Jax. 57% of his games are on that pick with a 53% win rate. Played against his Jax lately?
Yeah, I actually played against him a lot. Like, I think did Jax get nerfed? Actually, it got buffed. Like his Q
You
buff.
mean
I
the
think, or
Shojin?
something. And what's up?
Since the Shojin days, right?
Oh yeah,
Jax was
Shojin.
technically
Yeah,
nerfed.
Yeah, I mean-
that
Yeah,
Jax
yeah.
was.
That was
Yo,
the best Jax.
He
Oh,
was like
God.
top 5 like during that Jax. So this player actually consistently pulls, you know, top 10, top 5. He's good at his champ, you know. He's good at Jax. But right now I think like Jax is not in the best spot. So
Yeah.
but he's still able to climb, which is crazy, you know.
That's why I'm surprised. I mean, Jackson, one of my favorite picks. Trying to blind that champion right now is
Yeah.
just like that is soft hinting. I would
Yeah.
label it actually.
But he makes it work. You know?
Yeah.
He's a good Jax and it just works.